You're lucky. When I say you're lucky, I don't mean lucky how every other product launch uses it. I mean lucky like Irish Spring lucky. You owe me, big time. This presentation will catch you off guard, but before we get to that, let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you woke up tomorrow to a Click bank account that looked like this? How about your Click bank account? Does it look so desolate it makes the Sahara Desert look like the Vegas Strip? I'm guessing you're a bit tired of that feeling like you've been punched in the gut by Manny Pacquiao every time you log in and see your earnings. Do you want the sort of money you see in the screenshots above to flow to you without the stress of content creation and backlinking that everyone and their sister's doing? Well, to be perfectly honest, if you really want that kind of lifestyle, if you're really going to get anywhere near that kind of money, you'll have to go through me first. You might not like me. I know you're nowhere near ready for me. I may talk to you in a tone you don't like, and you may not like the sound of my voice. Well, I don't care. I don't have to care. Why? Because I've got something that separates me from 99.9% of the sophomoric launches you're seeing daily. I've got an ace in the hole. That's why you're not going to find a stock image of a bikini-clad model prancing around my site, and you're not going to get an amazingly crafted fictional drama because I don't need it. You're about to discover an extremely important fact about so-called traffic software, which will forever change the way you look at all of the hyped-up product launches and prevent you from getting rope-a-dope into one failed venture after another. Nobody will share this with you because sharing this would put them out of business. Traffic software, like any software, isn't worth a damn. No matter how many of them you have, no matter how few clicks they promise, traffic software, again, like all software, is only as good as the engineer who created it. I should know. I've worked with the engineering minds behind both YouTube and Facebook platforms. You wouldn't go into a battle with a gun you found on the street. You need to know who made that sucker, what it's made of, and if it fires reliably. The same is true of mission-critical software. Now, I can count on one finger the number of people trying to sell you traffic software who would actually tell you who the engineer was. Usually, they'll hide their identity behind a completely fabricated cloak of Russian or Indian hackery and fictional stories so ballsy it would make J.R. Tolkien blush. If you see somebody trying to pull that on you, watch your wallet. It's in the red zone. If this whole industry has made you feel hopeless, I don't blame you. You're human. Humans like a little loyalty, a little integrity, is what we thrive on. So prepare yourself for a breath of fresh air. The page you're on right here doesn't need a damn thing. Certainly not hype or overblown stories, because I've got something real created by a single engineer and his team of commando-like coders. The thought of this engineer turning his attention to this industry sends shivers down the spines of the whack-a-mole professional clickbank launchers posing as internet marketing gurus. I've got just that engineer, and he's not just any engineer. He's the engineer that helped develop the hardware and platform for Facebook and YouTube. Do you realize what you just heard? The engineer that helped create the software you're about to have in your possession also helped bring to life the technologies that are the current foundation for YouTube and Facebook, which enables them to run at lightning speed. Thank your lucky stars. Because in what is arguably the most historic thing to happen in our industry, this certifiable, multi-patent, legitimate programming genius has decided to take an interest in you. Yes, you. He's created software that actually drives honest-to-goodness traffic from completely free sources, just like you've always dreamed was possible. Having this powerhouse engineer at your disposal is more than an ace in the hole. It's more like the Joker, a complete wild card. I kind of feel bad for the gurus out there. Poor bastards. They couldn't have seen this coming. They're done. How will they ever compete? This guy's already a legend. He framed two of the most influential websites of our generation. He has nothing to prove. It's an honor to have him working on my methods. And we're all honored to have him working anywhere near our industry. I'm going to tell you everything. How we met and how we formed a platform that could not be rivaled. Now, I have no clue how you found this page. But I would compare this day to the day I got off the streets. Today is one of the luckiest days of your entire life that I promise I will empower you to the point of no return, a lifestyle you'll refuse to live without. Think about that. 60 days from today, you will not be able to go back to how it used to be. How could you ever go back? Sometimes I think about my time on the streets and how I grew up homeless, an orphan by choice, sort of, attending the school of hard knocks. I remember the time I woke up with the taste of metal in my mouth. It was a sawed-off Mossberg shotgun. Apparently, some people think that waking someone up to their death makes for a pretty cool party trick. I'm Rashid Ali, a real person, a real recognized, genuinely successful internet marketer, and this is my story. I grew up on the streets, living homeless in the projects of Harlem and Queens. I was on my own at the age of 14. I don't need to go to hell because I've already been there. But you know what? I can't even feel it anymore. I consider it another lifetime. As far as I'm concerned, I live in heaven now, a heaven on earth. Sure, I have everything a guy could possibly want. 2 homes I can proudly call my own, 2 sweet luxury cars, a beautiful wife, and 2 ridiculously beautiful little girls of our own. We can do almost anything we want, when we want, without the fear that comes with spending too much money. That's nothing like the old days and the old me. Internet marketing killed the old me. But nothing would prepare me for the utter freedom and pure bliss I experienced when this engineer came into my life. And you'll agree with me 110% if you're privileged enough to get near what he's created. This information you're about to hear is not well known, but the information you're about to hear will set you free. Freedom from paralyzing stress. Freedom from the ever-nagging question, when will I ever get ahead? Freedom from your old ways, your old thoughts, your old clothes, your old neighborhood. When it's all said and done, you won't be thanking me. I won't allow it. You'll be thanking the engineer who made it all possible. Yes, the program you may just be lucky enough to receive today was coded line by brilliant line by Carlos Art Navarez and his team. I don't expect you to know that name. It's not like there's baseball cards of programmers and engineers that our kids collect. But if there were, he'd be the Babe Ruth rookie card in mint condition. Don't believe me? Look him up. 11 patents and company names like Novell, Ford Motors, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, and YouTube are just a few notches on his belt. Computer hard drives used to be able to perform 150 operations per second. Thanks to Art and the companies he's helped build, they can now perform 150,000 operations per second, and even 10 times that. Ever wonder how YouTube can process so many uploads at one time without crashing? The answer is solid-state drive technology. My partner Art helped pioneer 2 of the leading providers of solid-state drive technology in existence today. Technology which is now fueling the hardware platforms at companies like Facebook, YouTube, Google, and many others. He helped create this platform, and that's all I need. I don't need any of the hype. Finally, a piece of software that'll actually live up to all the standards the others have set. Once again, I kind of have to repeat how epic this is. I came a long, hard way to get here, to this engineer, and to this day, the day it all comes together. And you're going to listen to this story, not just because it's as interesting as anything you've ever heard, but because you're a part of it. This is as much your story as it is mine. At the end of it, you'll get a chance to decide how the story ends, because that's a move only you can make. I came from the streets, and used to think I would die there too. It was exactly 764 days I spent in the luxurious project rooftops of Queens and Manhattan. Let's just say I grew up in a highly turbulent home. I liked my chances out on the streets more than in my home. That should tell you enough. It took me a while just to get the hang of living on the streets. The transition was tough. After being witness to some things that would traumatize a brick wall, I knew I had to figure something out quick. You get pretty crafty living on the streets. And I had to do some things I'm not too proud of. But I must admit, I was, and still am, a crafty SOB. I would go to hospitals and shower on the 5th floor, the psych ward. I would then eat lunch in the cafeteria with the hospital staff. I snuck in one day wearing a pair of scrubs. A few months later, I was considered a regular. I found friends who worked in fast food joints and got them to sneak out food for me. I had to eat, so I had to be creative. Like I said, I'm not proud of it. Eventually, someone told me about making money online, how it was kind of like a secret backdoor to wealth, if you knew how to play it right. I consider myself pretty good at getting things out of my surroundings, so I wanted to learn more. But the only exposure I had to the internet was from the public library. I couldn't afford to have a computer or internet connection. It was free and a nice break from the cold outside. One day of research led to another. You of all people know how it works. It's addictive. And I got swept up in it. I fell for some of the BS. Not all of it, but most. But the fortitude paid off. Believe it or not, I caught on pretty darn quickly. Soon enough, I didn't have to hang out at the hospital anymore. I think it was 89 days after I started seriously working online that I was able to move into a weekly motel. During that exact time, a person I didn't know yet, someone halfway across the country, was creating something that would change me forever. Art had always been a whiz when it comes to computers, programming, coding, anything tech-related. He's literally unmatched. Nowadays, everyone claims to know a computer guy. Someone's cousin has a friend who hacks in his spare time, etc. We've heard it 1,000 times before. But Art is a completely different deal. He isn't new to programming or engineering. He's a guy who's been creating advances and tweaks in programming since the mid-90s. His first software patent was in 1996. The fact that you can get online and conduct your life the way you do is in part thanks to Art. He isn't the type to fall off the log either. I've seen engineers have a nice run and then never do anything again. Art's latest innovation was patented in 2011. So apparently, like a fine Chardonnay, he gets better with time. Unlike my time on the streets, most of Art's time was spent staring at a screen. He was grooming himself to be a force. But you know what makes Carlos perfect for internet marketing? It's that he knew nothing about it. Until he met me, he was blazing other markets, teaching, programming, and consulting. But not just to anyone. Art was consulting to consultants. Anyone can consult, but helping out the company that helps YouTube and Facebook? That's legendary. Let's just say Art and I couldn't have come from two more different walks of life, but our paths were destined to meet. Fast forward a few years. We both happened to be working in the same building. Art had been called on to consult to the higher-ups. I was there because they wanted access to my mailing list and my internet tactics to do some big promotions for them. The sales I could bring them could revolutionize their world, and the tech-savvy Art brought them could make it unbeatable. We literally bumped into each other. We were outside taking a breather. He was on a cell phone, and I just needed to get out of the stale AC air for a second. He was wandering around trying to get service doing the classic, "How about now?" Now? Eventually, his search reception led him right into my lower back. He dropped his call and nearly took me down. We had a good laugh about it. That was pretty much how it all started. He offered to get me lunch for my troubles, but something happened during that lunch. He challenged me. He was, and still is, one of the only people to openly ask me to my face about my scars. You see, my turbulent upbringing came with some permanent mementos. So we kept going to lunch at the same place, ordering the same plates, until we both had told our entire life stories. By the end of it all, we were blood brothers. He couldn't believe my will to succeed, and I couldn't believe his mind and experience. What was amazing was watching a genius think about internet marketing. No offense to our industry, but until Art thought about this long and hard, there was still nothing really substantial out there. What impressed him most about internet marketing was the ability it had to change lives. He would repeat it. "I can't believe it got you off the streets. That's some pretty powerful shit." He had a wild look in his eye, the kind that silently said, "I'm not going to sleep until I figure out how to make this all faster, easier, and stronger." I would egg him on. If anyone can really test his capability, it's you. His expertise was in data, hosting it, optimizing it, maintaining it, and filtering it. The next day, Art doesn't show at the meeting where he's supposed to be. No warning, no response, no answer, nothing. After a few days, still nothing. Crazy genius types. You never know what's really going on in there, I thought. So I went back about my work as usual. Then one Wednesday, about 5 weeks since I had seen Art, I get a phone call at my desk. "Yo, it's Art. Where the hell did you go? I thought you might have been abducted. Aliens would love to have a brain specimen like yours." He cut right to it. "My team and I have been programming. I took the most successful traffic getting systems in IM's history, both those sold and below the radar, and I dissected them. Some were actually made well. Most of them were just lucky flukes. I did find some interesting results across the board, some patterns. I actually found some fundamental problems in the entire system, flaws that can literally debilitate any profitable outcome." "Yeah, and?" I like knocking him down a peg every now and then. And I fixed it. I tried to act unimpressed. So I fixed the programs and re-engineered them. Sort of like the house at Bellagio. So you can't not win. I'll be there in 15 minutes. Come outside. You need to see this. A brand new car pulls into our corporate parking lot. Get in. New car? Yep, he said with a sly smile. Told you it works. As soon as I get in, he hands me a laptop. Take a look. I started to run some diagnostics on it. Speed, capabilities, and firepower. It seemed solid, but nothing out of the ordinary. Then I looked at the results tab. I was instantly a bit lightheaded. It was literally almost flawless. Kind of like when you have a cheat code in a video game where you get perfect strength, stamina, and healing power. It's just not fair. No one else can ever win. Freaking slick, right? I had to hold in all my emotions. Yeah, dude, you've got a winner right here. Incredible. In almost no time, this guy just threw out the past 20 years in innovations like it was nothing. I felt like the frustrated professor in Good Will Hunting. Then he said, here's your copy. Let me know how it works. If it slows down, anything. Keep me posted on all the details. I want to see how it works in real time with a full-time user. I was already thinking about spending the money I would make. I don't think I heard the last few things he said before I got out of the car. 2 months later, it was running impeccable, and the money was righteous. It wasn't just working, it was growing, getting better every day. I delayed calling Art out of fear he was going to take it back. He finally initiated a call. Rashid, long time, how's everything? I had to come up with an excuse for not calling him more quickly. It's going great, man. You told me to call if anything went wrong, and so far, perfecto. That's awesome. Well, I just wanted to say the system is yours. Help people with it, just like you helped yourself. I know you will. I'm here to support you, buddy. I asked Art, why the hell would you do that? What's the catch? Nothing. I'm CEO of this company now, so I can do whatever the heck I want. Let's make this happen and help as many people as we can. Yeah, you see, Art wasn't there just to consult as a programmer. He was there to acquire the damn company I was working with. I should have caught that one considering his incredible past. That was the closing of a chapter for me. The next was one far more exciting. He would call to check in now and again, always offering insights, optimizations, and the like. You see, people like you aren't supposed to come into contact with software like this. It's just not the way of the world. The inner circle generally only help out the others in the inner circle, which is why the kind of software that makes its way down the pipeline and into your average ClickBank product isn't really software at all, but rather somebody's misguided and ill-prepared attempt to find something to sell you. CommissionBot is nothing of the sort. CommissionBot is the first software built to actually make money for the end user, not the product launcher. I think of it like a pit bull. You know, once a pit bull takes its bite, it's game over. That's the best way I can describe what I've seen CommissionBot do. It locks its jaw onto the internet and doesn't let go for dear life. And here's what makes it truly unique. It's the only program smart enough to handle the growth it creates. We call this super scalable, just like solid state drives. One piece of software shouldn't logically be able to take the best of the last 13 big innovations in internet marketing and run them all simultaneously in a totally architected and engineered process. Think powerful precision automation. So you get the best of semi-automated site generation. Yeah, semi-automated. You have to make some choices. Heck, if you're too lazy to make some choices, then we can't help you. How fast does CommissionBot work? Your site can be live in just minutes after you set up your first project. Free traffic generation is also included, and you'll get one of our free automated bank linking tools that most people are completely in the dark about and wish they knew existed. You also get the best of high-quality content generation. Once CommissionBot gathers this content for you, it's a virtual breeze to get on your site and even make it your own. It doesn't stop there. You get the best of automated niche keyword research that you can do quickly from inside CommissionBot. I'm not done yet. In addition to everything else, you get the best automated affiliate product selection for maximum profits. It's such a simple to use piece of software that you'll be scratching your head wondering how you ever got along without it. Better yet, let me demonstrate how simple this software is to use.
I'm really excited to show you this because there are people out there telling me that this is worth over $1,000, and I have to agree. This is worth tons of money. This is an enterprise level product. It's so simple to use. You'll be in and out creating projects on a daily basis. Here's how quick and easy it is. You create a project. Now, I went to Amazon.com and I looked up a television. It takes you literally 5 minutes to find out which one's selling, and it's the LG Infinia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do best. I actually tried this earlier, bestlginfiniatv.com, and I'm going to save that project. And now that project is saved. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Niche Ideas. This is a very cool tool, and LG Infinia, it's the brand and the model. And anytime you have a question about something, just mouse over, it'll tell you what it'll do. And there's always these little video icons here that give you a pop-up video that tells you what to do. This is cool. It'll give you 10 or less keywords related to the one that you want and the number of competing pages. Now, what I suggest you do is save these for future use. LG Infinia words. Okay, we're up to step number 3, settings. Now, you do this one time, and I'm not even going to get into all this other cool stuff here, but if you do this one time, this takes you about 5 minutes to do, believe it or not. There's a little video here that'll tell you what to do. The thing that'll take you the longest is to sign up for an Amazon account, which takes you about 7-8 minutes, maybe, the first time, and that's it. And then once this is saved, it's saved for good. And that is it. That's all you have to do, and save your settings. The video to show you how to do this takes 3 minutes. Literally, how to find this information. It's super easy to find. Copy, paste it, done. Next thing you do is add content. Now we have 4 ways to add content here. We are going to use the very lazy way, my favorite way, and probably going to be your favorite way too once you see this. LG Infinia. I'm going to choose that keyword. Now I don't know who writes articles for these things, for something as specific as a TV, but there are people out there reviewing products and doing pretty good doing article submission. However, if you're not a writer, who cares? Then the next thing you do is choose a category. There are so many different categories and subcategories of content out there. Let's not even get into that. Why? Because our keyword is so specific. I want the exact keyword phrase in the article title and body, not just the body or the article. I don't know how many words to choose. You can choose between 400 or 1,000 words or less than 1,000 words. But the thing is here, I don't know how many articles are out there for this thing. So I'm just going to click on search. There we go. It found the articles already, and that was pretty fast. And I'm just going to grab what I think is worth us putting on our site. And as you can see here, we're just grabbing articles very quickly, and the author and everybody's getting credit for what they're doing. And there are ways to make this even more unique, and I'll show you that inside the CommissionBot program, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to save that as LG Infinia articles. Let's make it nicer. Okay, and we're going to save it. Now those are saved, and the next thing we're going to do is, as you can see here, you can go ahead and edit or delete them, whichever one you like, in the future before you upload them to your new site. Now the next thing we're going to do is add products. Really cool feature. You're going to love it. We have ClickBank and Amazon for now. And I say for now is because we're doing upgrades and we're putting in some really cool networks and all kinds of crazy stuff for you guys to make tons of money on automatically, because it's all pretty much automatic. As you can see, you click on Amazon, I choose the project. Once again, keep yourself organized. My keyword is LG Infinia. Save category. I'm going to call these LG Infinia recommended TVs. Okay, and location, I'm in the United States. Amazon category, it's going to be found in electronics. CommissionBot will go look for that. You can put a minimum and a maximum price. In my case, I just like to do anything over $100. Can't see that they'll have a TV for less than $100 anyway. Brand, it is LG, but we don't need to do that because the keyword is so specific. It's LG Infinia, so we don't have to worry so much about that. Product condition, I want new ones. Import reviews, that's going to be a new feature coming up. Search, and as you can see here, we have everything just popped up, and I'm just going to add products to my site. I want those TVs. Yeah, I want a commission on a $2,699.99 TV, don't you? You better believe you do, because that one TV takes care of spiking your commissions to an obscene amount of money. Yeah, I'm just not going to choose all of them, but just by the way, if you ever have a question about something, just click on view item just so you can see what it is, if it has good reviews. This has 4.5 stars, 173 reviews, and the average is 4.5. I say that's a good TV. Okay, I don't know about you, but that's what I'm thinking. I'll be more than glad to be selling these products. And guess what? I didn't create it. Now that's saved. I'm going to go back into add products because we forgot our little buddy ClickBank here. Now, of course, we're not going to find TVs on ClickBank. So what are we going to find? What's related to TV? Maybe movies? We can choose by gravity, which tells us how good these products are. I'll choose a gravity higher than 10. And we have fullmovies.com. There we go. That has 128 gravity. Whoa. That's a good site to promote. Movies Capital, that has 57. That's another whoa. I say choose 3 to 5. I'm liking this a lot. Satellite TV for PC, that looks pretty good. 36, that's not too shabby. So I'm going to choose 3. I've gotten 3 here. I'm going to save them. Now, as you can see, a lot of these descriptions don't really fit what you're trying to accomplish. So here's what you do. Infinia, I'm save selected. You simply go into these, and as you can see, it's saved here. Title and description. You go into edit. Make something short and sweet, title and description. You don't have to touch this because it'll never show up anyway. This is just for your information only. And that's it. You're done. After you change this stuff, you're great. This is more geared towards the affiliate, but you can make this customer focused. Now, next thing you do is setup. Setup, all you do is click here or click there to download the CommissionBot plugin and install it in your site. Guess what? It takes you 5 minutes, but we have an instant way to do it. That's only inside CommissionBot. You will find out what that is. The next thing you do is you go and you publish your content. I went in here earlier and I started messing around with stuff. Here's what we have: the publish settings and delete published content. We have WP settings, and I went in here and I changed this update. I will go back in here really quick to show you what that is. I have the name, I didn't fix it. I have the name and the tagline. I want my categories, and this is really easy stuff. This is stuff that you don't even need to really mess around with right now. I'm just showing it to you. As you can see, some of the things that people just don't know about, you can actually fix it right here and update it. All done, and update our settings. It's installing. That installation is done. The next thing we want to do is go into our publish settings. This is the cool stuff. Here we have choose a project. Of course, we know which one we want, the Infinia TV one. Import type. We want to publish these. Okay. The next thing we want to do is import site policy pages. Yes, I want them published. Posts. Yes, I want these articles as post. I want to import these. I want to import the article resource. Amazon settings as post. Cloak affiliate link. Yes. Publish instantly. Yes, I want to publish that instantly. Template. I chose that. Chose the button. Now, ClickBank, you have a choice here. You have do not insert ClickBank, contextual ads, ad blocks, ClickBank hop ads, which is a more advanced feature, and that you don't even need to worry about that one. But we also have contextual and ad blocks, or contextual and ClickBank hop ads. Lots of choices. Like I said, if you can make a few choices, you'll be really successful with this. So now here, I want no more than 3 links per post, linking back to my ClickBank product. So let's put TV in there for argument's sake, just because I don't know if movies or satellite is even going to show up in any of these posts, just simply because of what they are. Widget, I like it to have it. You can either have it on the top or the bottom. I choose to put it on the bottom so they don't interfere with content that people want to read. And leaderboard, I mean, this is how the ads are going to look. I chose 3 products, and I think this one's nice because it'll rotate them. I like the way this one looks. It's nice and clean. If your theme is really wide or whatever, you can choose whichever one, and you have verticals and square and all that stuff. Next thing you do is you choose the colors here. I'm going to choose to leave this because I know what theme I'm choosing, and I'm choosing the one that's designed specifically for CommissionBot. And I'm choosing the Acme. This is the Pro theme. You can get the basic theme as well. It comes with basic for basic users. And here we are, and we're done, believe it or not. And all we have to do is save the settings. Now the next thing it'll do is it'll import all of the stuff that you just did. Done. And let's go visit our new site. And here you are. You have your televisions. You have your categories, recent comments, and of course there's nothing on there. We just created the site. These are your TVs, and you probably have articles further down. And now you can sell product and just about anything. Actually, here, HD TV is actually hyperlinked. I just did that just for argument's sake. Of course, you're going to be doing a better job than I am. And as you can see, it links to your ClickBank products. And these beautiful TVs are now yours to sell, and all the content is imported. You have everything you need. All the content's there. There you go. You can sell these. These are linked to as you can see, my ID is linked up here. And this is an enterprise level product, folks. This is a product that's definitely worth over $1,000 in my opinion. And you're getting this powerful tool for a measly little price.
If you could write down on a piece of paper everything you would want a traffic software to do, you wouldn't come up with all the features this single piece of software contains. Not even if you had several days to do it. Just imagine it. You'll be up and running off your desktop before the next commercial break. It's nothing less than pure affiliate marketing bliss. And if you're thinking you lack the tech skills to make this work, let me remind you that my wife runs this software daily, and she has trouble operating an MP3 player. Sorry, honey. It works for her the same. It'll work for you. And if you've got any questions, we got training and support to help you. The reason I'm so confident in your abilities is when you're using CommissionBot, you won't be doing any of the things that would normally keep a new marketer from achieving success. You don't sell because you saw earlier selling is built in. You don't write content because it finds content for you. You don't do SEO because SEO is built into the software. And you don't design because your affiliate site templates are already done. CommissionBot is already 10 steps ahead of you, doing it indefinitely, better than you can ever do on your own. With 10 years in the business, I'm staking my reputation on this one promise. CommissionBot will provide. It's a legitimate and completely sustainable way to dramatically increase your affiliate commissions. Day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. A vertical service nobody was supposed to actually take seriously. The idea that affiliate software could be smart enough to help build and maintain your business and commissions. Those are supposed to be the convenient lines of, let's screw the world clickbank brotherhood. Art apparently didn't get that memo. He jumped in and he just went and did it. To Art, there are no limitations with technology, just new challenges. And in about a day, he redefined our entire industry. Watch other gurus try to sell their crap after this hits the market. It'll be fun to watch. They know they can't, because software like this shines like light out of the darkness and exposes their pad for the grungy, moldy crack house that it is. I don't know about you, but I think it's about time. Now, here's where we really break from the pack. If you do get your hands on this sort of power, you'll quickly notice that your customer experience is nothing like you've been exposed to in the past. Your purchase is not the conclusion of our time together. In fact, it's just the beginning of a working relationship. We'll help you on an ongoing basis as long as it takes. We want to ensure everyone is not just seeing bare minimum results, but seeing the kind of results that actually have an impact on their life. We really are here every step of the way, helping you build your income. You cannot fail unless you choose to refuse our help. Now prepare yourself. This may blow your mind. We even have phones. Yeah, phones. That's right. Honest to goodness telephone support. Surprised much? Don't be. We're in your corner. Don't forget that. We don't need to hide behind impersonal online support ticket systems. We're happy to take your calls because we're damn proud of what we have. Now, don't think for a minute that Art and I are here waiting for your phone call. No, we're busy making improvements and evolving this baby to constantly make it better and more valuable to our members. But my team is ready and on standby in case you need to call us. As much as we'd love to talk to all of the CommissionBot members, this software costs less than 1/8 of the value of our time, especially Art's time. And you're literally getting him to build your very own push-button affiliate marketing software from the heavens. Why so inexpensive? Because this launch ain't where we make our money. The money's made when we get your stories, and this sucker goes public to the masses at double the price. This is an ongoing team-supported software platform. An ongoing two-way commitment you can step out of anytime you want. That's a rock-solid guarantee. If you don't like it, if you don't like us for any reason, you can get a refund and you'll be removed from our system within 60 days. But you'll no longer be able to build your income with CommissionBot. Why is the price so low? Good question. You see, and I think I mentioned it earlier, we're made. We're not doing this to make a ton of money. We're doing this to help you. And the more we help you, the more we learn, the more we grow, and the better our product becomes. We take pride in knowing that all of the junk that's out there right now, people will come away from CommissionBot and say, wow, those guys really were for real. This is really something. This actually works. Because that's what they've been saying up until now. And that's what they'll keep saying. Because we're passionate about online marketing. And I personally love helping people build their incomes online. It's that simple. Get CommissionBot now for only $47. That's a one-time payment, not a monthly fee. All you have to do is download it now to start a journey that will transform everything you've ever thought about online marketing and take it to the level you've been waiting for, the level you're ready for, the level you deserve. I know you've been lied to. I know you've been let down. I've been there. I was in the exact same position. But now I'm here. I have the dream, and I'm 100% real. See you on the other side. I'll be waiting to hear your commission bot results. As always, you have our full 60-day money-back guarantee. Try our commission bot for a full 60 days. And if within that time you aren't completely satisfied, ask us, and we'll issue you a full refund. No hassles and no BS. I hope that makes you feel good and you got all warm and fuzzy inside. But seriously, here's the real guarantee. I guarantee nobody understands your frustration more than me. No matter how bad you have it financially, I've seen worse. And if I could crawl out of my hole, homeless and scared, anyone can. I guarantee you couldn't get another engineer like this in another 30-odd years. Kind of like a rare solar eclipse. Those that are present to witness it are in for a show. The rest of you will have to wait the next 29 years for your shot. I told you at the beginning that the time would come when you could write the end of your story. And that moment is now. Now is when we actually unleash this. You'll see some fireworks. It's going to be a rude awakening. And believe me when I say, everyone will take notice. I must warn you, it's about to blow up big. From here on in, you need to decide if you're going to be running scared or you're going to be wielding the power yourself. One thing is certain, next time this comes around, it will be way out of your league, if there is ever a next time. Because we don't know ourselves how big this can become. Don't be surprised if you come back and the price is doubled to keep out the riffraff. Don't be surprised if we've shut down because we've reached the capacity of our support team. If you're one of the privileged ones to actually get in, don't be surprised if this software doesn't turn the corner for you and bring you face to face with the automated wealth you've always knew was possible. Your download button is below. Click it now or forever wish you had.